On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing now is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Out to his left. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Fournette, a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, Fournette. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It down to the 48, enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, Darnold. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From midfield, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. To throw is Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. As the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady now to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more.
finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keith Taylor. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now it's Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up. And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to throw, Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and pick it up from McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was tight right there.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Darnold's throw is caught here by Anderson. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Again, McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Panthers, they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall for just the 4th time all season as they will